Dear students, it is the clip second, and in this clip we are going to use active verbs. Fine. In the previous discussion we assessed that how subject verb agreement is necessary to communicate or launch the correct concept. We took just a few examples, and also for the further guidance must consult the grammar books of your previous sessions. Using active verbs, use of the verb is very important. The best information ever communicated is through the verb. Clear? Let's, for example, I record or teachers record videos. Fine, teacher record videos, and teachers like to record videos. Fine. So the best thing is teacher record videos, direct information. Clear? And teacher seems to like videos or seems to record videos. That is not the active sense. Mean the information transported in both ways is different. Let's see it. When composing, we often automatically make lazy choices, especially when choosing verbs. We feel antecedent by generic all-purpose verbs such as deal with or show, which on the surface can sound snappy and technical. However, the more these verbs are used in particular paper, in writing, speech, discussion, expressing some scientific phenomena, elaborating the functions, the more meaningless they become. The words deal with, show, they become meaningless because they do not elaborate, they do not transport, they do not convey the exact to the point function. Even in scientific journal writing, these verbs put in a shocking number of appearances and return to many unsolicited errors or loopholes. Yet these words convey no analytical meaning at all and are barely informational. Much to the reader's frustration, deal with and show are often merely thinly disguised excuses for much more active and analytical verbs such as theorize, suggest, imply, and proposes. The writer actually here, the point is, when we use these words deal with and show and signifies and sounds, these words do not give the exact function that what a person is trying to say, what thing he has done. Clear? And the readers remain confused. This is why the active verbs are used, because active verbs use the facts that are consolidated facts which can be proved true and false. Such statements are the best. In technical writing, learning to deploy active verbs on the page is one of the most obvious and easiest way to improve your style. Active verbs, whether in present or past, are especially meaningful as you desire work that another author or you have completed or in the process of completing. Means whatever you are doing, if you put active verbs, those verbs are significant enough. Let's see some examples. As you prepare a literature review where your job is to describe the work of others in concise analytical terms, Philip Bennett 2008 proposes a mechanism explaining increased silica solubility in presence of the two organic acids. It's related to chemistry. But here the word is Philip Bennett proposes. Clear? It doesn't say Philip Bennett deals. Deal is a over generic word. Deals. What does he? He proposes. He explains. He interprets. He designs. What? Deal is an overall word. Proposes is the exact thing that he has proposed, given, expounded an idea. Fine, whatsoever it is. Number two, as you interpret your own experimental work, where your job is to explain observed trends. When you are doing your own experiments, as you will perform some, design some project, and in literature review you have to write out these things. The results of this study challenge findings from the similar studies about analytical concentration varying with sample location, varying with sample locations. These two words, challenge and varyings, challenge and varyings, these are the active verbs, and they use the exact function what the writer has performed. Whereas if I use the result of this study deals findings from, or they signify findings from, but they do not give the exact words. So these are the words. As you present a thesis or objective statement where your job is to forecast information that will follow in the paper. When you are writing a thesis statement, there you have to precisely express. This study characterizes wetlands by their water chemistry and postulates the water chemistry varies with water sources and wetland types. Okay, students, these examples are a bit complicated, but for understanding you should apply. This study characterizes wetlands. This verb is the characterizes, mean signifies, chooses, selects wetland by chemistry and postulates. This is the active verb. And varies. Varies mean change, make a different view. Clear? And here is another example. As you refer to figures, table or equations, where your job is to define the purpose of figure or table or equation. For example, normally in scientific writings, we use tables, figures, equations, and we have to write down captions. There we need to express exactly the active verb. Let's, for example, figure 4 depicts grain growth. Depicts mean highlights. Depicts grain growth that occurred. Depicts and occurred after the ceramics was sintered for 3 hours. Depicts, occurred, and sintered. These are the 3 active verbs that express exactly and more accurately what the function is in the figure 4 have been given. For example, these are actually examples. The figure is not given. Fine. Well, here are some active verbs that describe work and analytical thinking. Here are the list of verbs that whatever the phenomena or action you want to express, you can use these words. These words are yield, illustrate, eliminate, reveal, employ, mean, suggest, clarify, indicate, represent. And here they are: prove, insist, proposes, imply, assert, postulate, consider, infer, state, estimate, define, classify, invoke, analyze, compare, hypothesize, synthesize, summarize, disagree, generalized, or narrate, evaluate, simplify, measure. Fine. So all it is about the using active verb. Let me summarize that we must use active verbs so that the content, subject, illustration, diagram you are going to express, that should be truly actively communicated to the audience and he may not be confused with. Thank you very much.